Hello, this is Wayne Rivers at the Family Business Institute. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to our social media channels, and let's have your comments. We're always welcoming viewers' comments so we can get good feedback and know what direction to move in. All right, so this week I want to talk about morale. Where does morale come from? Family businesses are always concerned about their employees' welfare and morale as it relates to workplace productivity. And so it dawned on me, like, we're always talking about improve morale, get morale up. You've got a 7 on a 10-point scale. How can we get that up to an 8 or a 9? And it dawned on me, where does morale even come from? And thank goodness there's a resource for this. So I was on a podcast last year called What's Working with Cam Marston. It's really good. I've listened to it any number of times. And he had another guest on later in the year named Michael Nash, and he's a corporate trainer. And Michael Nash had some great statistics on where morale comes from. So in descending order here, there are 4 components primarily where morale originates in an organization. The first, the last thing actually, number 4, is the individual. Some people are just more motivated and have a higher morale than others. It's human nature, I suppose. Some people see the glass half empty, some people see the glass half full. Number 3 on the morale list is co-workers. People extract morale, if you will, from the people that they surround themselves with. So if you've got a bunch of people in your shop and it's glass half empty all the time and this clouds are forming and rain is coming and it's going to be cold and snowy, that's going to have an effect on morale to a degree in the organization. Number 2 on the morale hit list is the work itself. So the work is either energizing or it's not, okay? And again, that has some relation to the individual that you're talking about. But the work itself needs to be challenging. It needs to stretch people a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. It needs to be something they look forward to getting up every day and coming to the office and doing. And then finally, number 1, what contributes to morale in the organization? Number 1, and this is 65% of the equation, 65% of morale comes from leadership. Leadership in the organization. Now, I found these statistics to be mind-numbing, but Michael Nash insists that there's been plenty of study on this, and I think that's terrific. And I can accept that, based on a blog last year that Mike Flengy did for us. In the U.S. Navy nuclear submarine fleet, all the ships are the same. The crews come from the same talent pool. Why does one ship outperform another? Well, it comes down to leadership. So, organizations spend all kinds of money talking about, you watch these TV ads and how much they care and how much they love their customers and how they ask questions and take time to listen and get to know you and all those things. But they rarely spend money on inward-facing stuff like, for example, improving myself as a leader so that I can pump up morale in the organization, finding other techniques and other tools and other behaviors that can help increase morale in the organization. If you see yourself and you see your organization, you feel like morale's not where it should be, guess where the finger points? I mean, it's up to us as the leaders of our organizations to engineer our companies to look the way we want them to look. And you can do that. Your company isn't this thing that you can't chisel into shape. You can do it. You've just got to you've got to take the time and you've got to have the initiative to do it. Covey has a great quote as it relates to employees. He says, "You can buy my hands and my back, but you can't buy my brain and my heart." And that's what you're trying to reach with your employees as it relates to morale. You're trying to reach their hearts and ultimately their brains, and then they'll move heaven and earth so you can move heaven and earth. This is Wayne Rivers at the Family Business Institute. Thank you.